News now. The Royal Bank of Scotland has announced another loss, £1.9 billion. But it says it's close to turning the corner after nearly collapsing 2 years ago. The taxpayer-rescued bank will still pay nearly £1 billion in bankers' bonuses. And RBS has confirmed to Channel 4 News that its massive losses mean it will not pay any corporation tax, even when it returns to profit. Here's our economics editor, Faisal Islam.
Everybody's paying for the financial collapse, students in higher fees, local government with reduced services, shoppers through higher VAT. But what about the banks? Today RBS showed after its monster bailout, it was nearly back in the black in 2010. So the losses at Royal Bank of Scotland are getting smaller, but there are still losses of just over £1 billion in 2010. Yet at the same time, they paid out bonuses of just under £1 billion. All of which makes Stephen Hester's version of "we're all in this together" a rather tough sell. The bonus pot for its top-paid investment bankers, not as stingy as it seems. It was £950 million compared to £1.3 billion last year, a cut of 27%. But the profits for RBS's top bankers have fallen far more, £3.5 billion this year compared to £6.4 last year, a drop of 45%.
It doesn't seem to be sort of in line. Can you explain why that's not in line? People at home will be thinking if you half your profits, you should probably half the bonuses.
You could say the same the other way around, that there are other businesses which double their profits and we haven't doubled their bonus either. So we clearly have to balance these things. I believe that when you look at what our people cost and what they're producing and compare that to other banks in the same parts of the industry that we are, our shareholders are getting good value for money for the new management team's efforts.
So RBS heading back towards profitability is obviously great news for everybody. All that extra tax, you may think. If you have a look at page 79 of their thick results, you'll see something called the deferred tax asset. This means that current and recent losses can be banked against any future profits forever, shrinking, even eliminating its corporate tax bill for years. That's worth £6.3 billion. And what that means is the tens of billions of pounds lost in that building at the height of the crash acts as a kind of IOU.
There is absolutely nothing that people should be upset or worried about. RBS has been one of the biggest taxpayers.
Just on the corporation, it is true to say that you won't be paying corporation tax for several years when you return to profit.
I think it is true to say that there will be a period of time, it depends on our level of profitability, when past losses are set against that, in the same way that we paid strong taxes earlier on where we were making strong profits, some of which turned out to be illusory and were subsequently lost. There are swings and roundabouts.
While RBS does pay billions in employer taxes, VAT and the upcoming bank levy, results season is revealing £15 billion of these tax credits for all British banks, the bulk of which will eliminate UK corporation taxes for years, even after a return to profit.